So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to solve the two sum question. So where you can find this question? This question can be found on Leetcode. You almost know the Leetcode platform. Just go on the Leetcode platform, go on the problem section, and here the problem section you will find the study plan for top interview 150 questions. So I'm going to solve these whole problems. So there are many questions in Leetcode. Here you need to sort them. So go and click here top interview questions. After clicking here, choose the difficulty level as easy, because first we are going to solve all the easy questions and then we will move on to the medium question. So here is the two sum question, then just click on two sum and here our questions opens. So like this we are going to solve the question. Now the first step of solving any question is to read the question carefully. So what we have given in the question, we have given an array of integers and we have given an integer as a target. Return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. Okay, so they want the indices as when we will add the element of that array, two elements, then there should be sum equals to the target. And what have they told again? That you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. Means there is only one solution. We don't need to find any other solution. And if it possible, and as the solution is there, we just need to return the indices, right? So just came here. Here we have given input nums. For example, if you not understood the question, so you can also see the example as here 2, 7, 11, 15 and target is our 9. So as you can see 2 plus 7 equals to 9. So the indices of the 2 and 7 is 0 and 1, as the array is 0th index, and then we need to return the array. So now we will solve this question. So what is the first approach comes to our mind? So what is the first approach that comes to your mind? The brute force approach. Here we can think is of, we can run two for loops and we will check for each pair that did they ends the sum up to this target, and if one of we find that any of the two element present in the array sums up to the 9, then we will return the indices. So how we will run this loop? So our I will be here and we will run a loop from I, and then we'll check for remaining this element, adding 2 with 7 with 11 and then with 15, and then our loop will move again and the I will come here, and then we will check for 7, then plus 11, then plus 15. Like this, no element will be remained. For example, let's check 2 plus 7 equals to 9. Here we will find the answer, but let's see that we didn't find the answer at our first attempt. So then we will add 2 plus 11 and then we will add 2 plus 15. Like this the loop will goes on until we will find, then the I will come here, right? Why? So there is no need to check once again. So I will come here and then we will run a J loop from here. So we will check for then 7 plus 11, then 7 plus 15, and like this we will check for each of this pair of the element. So I will now just write the pseudocode of this solution, the brute force approach. So the approach will goes like this. So first we will run a for loop, and the for loop will go from I equals to 0 to I smaller than n. Here n is the length of the array and n is our 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So n is the length of the array. The loop will run from I minus I smaller, and the loop will run for I smaller than n. Then another loop inside this will go further for j equals to I plus 1. Now why this I plus 1? Because as you can see, this is here where I will be present and we need to run the loop from this position now. So this will be our I plus 1. From here we will run the loop, right? So the loop will goes on from j equals to I plus 1 to j smaller than n, like this. And here we will check for each element. So if this, let's say the name of this array is R, means ARR, okay. So if array 0th position element, wait a second, right. So arrays ith position element plus array jth position element if equals to our target, then what? Then return, actually I'm writing the whole code, RETURN, return the array. So we need to return the array. We can just return the value directly. There is no need to first initialize an array. So we can return the array element like this. So how we will return? As we will create a new int. So new int, and this will be integer. And what the two indices here will, the index will be I as our first indices and second j. So like this we will have the solution, right? Now if this looks clear, you can, now if this looks hard, you can just wait. So you can just create here int array, int answer as a one new integer array, and you can initiate it as 0, 0. Okay, and before returning, just right here that answer of I means 0 equals to I, and of 1 will equals to j, and return answer, right? And this case will be right, and this for loop will close here. If we not found, then what? Then we will return null. Now this case will not run here because they have already mentioned that there is one solution, because they have mentioned that there is exactly one solution here present. So this condition will not form. So I have given you the brute force approach. Now I will just show you the code of this brute force approach. Nothing much, like this only. I have said you created n as nums.length to get the length of this array our, and then we have created answer array to store and return as our answer. Then I have given here two for loops, and we have run the for loop, and if we find that nums of I plus j, we have written the indices of that element. Wait, here I have written the direct one. I need to return here by storing the answer array. You can also return as direct, or you can create an array and then return here the answer, right? But here is one problem. Now what this problem is? Wait, I was not showing you. So wait a second. So I have written this as this answer, right? Now which screen is going on? Okay. So I have written this as answer because I have created this answer array and stored the zeroth position the first answer, then the first indices of the first element, and second position the indices of second element, right? And then I have written this answer. Now here is one problem. This must look good, but this problem have a very bad time complexity. How? You can already see that this is running two for loops. Now let's say we have got an array of 1 lakh integers, right? Now in this 1 lakh integer, this time complexity will come is big O of n into n minus 1. So that's equals to big O of n square. Big O of, I will write again, big O of n square. How? Because this will run n times, then it will again run n times. So very bad time complexity. Now there is another one faster approach. Now we will going to solve this by an optimized approach. Okay. So the last solution we have seen ends up having a very large time complexity, which is big O of n square. So we need to find a more optimized solution. So to find a more optimized solution, we have a solution using hash map. Now I will tell you that how to solve this question using hash map. And now let's see, I will create a hash map. This hash map will store two values. That is absolutely two values. This hash map will store the two values, our key and value, and here it will have key and here it will have value. In key, what we are going to have? In key we are going to have the element, right? And in value we are going to have index of this element, IDX. Okay, so what we are going to do after this, we are going to run a for loop and we are going to check that is the complement of the element is present in this key set or not. Now what did I mean by the complement? Now let's say complement means, here I will take out the complement. Complement means target value means target minus our array of y, means that is our value, target minus value. So what's the complement of 2? I will explain you. The complement of 2 is target minus 2, that is equals to 7. Then we will check that is this 7 present in this key set or not. If it is present, then we will return the index of this key set. Here we will store the index, so the complement is present. So we will return the index. So 9 minus 2, that is equal to 7, and this value will be present here, and then the index of 7 will be 0. Index of complement number is 0, and the number we are standing it as 1. We will return the value. So how it is going to work is, when we will be on second of element, the complement will be 2 minus 9, that equals to 7. So is the 7 present in this hash set? No, it's not present. Now if it is not present, we will go and add this index in our map. So we will put map dot put, we will put this element, that is array of I, with its index, that is array I, like this, and this element will go in this the map array, and then the loop will run again like this. So we need to have a for loop. So we need to have a for loop which will go from I equals to 0 to I smaller than n, right? And I is our 0th element. So we will just dry run for this problem. So 2 and complement of 2 is 9 minus 2, that is equal to 7. Is the complement present in the key set? No, our map is empty. So then we will come to this statement. Here they are saying map dot put array of I and I. So we will put the value. Now what's our value? Our value is 2, and our value is element is 2, and index of 2 is 0. Okay. Then we will come on the next element. Now what's the index of this element? That is target minus the value of the element. So 9 minus 7 is equals to 2. So we will check. Now how we are going to check? I need to add this line. So we will check. To check, we will write if map dot contains key complement. Just forgive my handwriting. COMP. So if the map dot key contains the complement value, then return the value of return the array. What will the array? Array will be our index, that is map dot get. We will get using map dot get, our key will be passed, and we will get the index comma the second element. The answer will be this index, right? So this index will be at I, and if we not find, then we will add the target. So we will run now. So our 2 is not present, so we added the 2 and we added the index of the 2. Now we come on the 7. So what is the complement for the 7? That is target minus the element. So target minus element is 9 minus 7, that is equals to 2. So is 2 is present in the key set? Yes, it is present. So if the value is present, then we will return map dot get 2, means we will return the index of this element. So after using this function, we will get the value. So we will be return here 0 as our first index, and I is on first position, right? So we will return here I as 1. So our answer we will got is 0 and 1. So now let's assume that we don't get the answer at our first or second element. So we will see that how this map is going to look. So when we will come on this position 7, now let's say this 2 was not available. So then the loop, we will going to add this 7 here, and the index of 7 will be stored in the value. So 7 will come here, and index of 7 will be 1. Now we will on the 11th here, second index, and at second index 9 minus 11, that is our complement, target minus value. So complement will be 9 minus 11, that is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 is also not present in the key set. So what we will do, we will just add the target value, right? So how we will add the target value as on 11 and index will be 2. And now then we will come on the other element, that is here 15. And the 15's complement is 15 minus target value minus 15, that is 15 minus 9 minus 15, that is equals to minus 6. So is the minus 6 present in this key set? No, it's not present. So what? So we will just add in the our map, that is equal, now here it comes 15 and the index of 15 is 3. So like this our map will look if we will not found the answer. But we are going to found the answer. Why? Because in the question, as you can see in the question, they have mentioned, as in the question they have mentioned that there is one solution will be available. So the code for the solution is here, and I will show the code of this solution. This, as you can see, I have written here that we will just first we created the map dot integer, and it both have integer value, and we named, let's just name the num as map, as I have written in the pseudocode. Let's just name it as a map, and here we have created the hash map. We got the length of the array as num.length. Then we run the loop for our time complexity. Then we run the loop for from 1 to less than n, means once, and we have taken the complement. What the complement means? Complement means target minus nums of I. If the nums key set contains the complement, then we will return num.get. Here I need to have num control. This is, need to clear this num. Okay, so if we've got the complement in our key set, then we will going to return the map.get. After getting map.get, what we are going to get? We are going to get here this value, right? This 71, this index will be returned, and plus the ith position will be returned. And if we not get, then we are going to just, and then we are just going to add that value here. So like this you can solve this question using big O of n time complexity. Why? Because this loop is going to run for big O of n time complexity once, and hash map have big O of 1 time complexity. So this solution will have the time complexity. So time complexity of this solution will be big O of n. Now this is a much faster solution than our brute force approach. So like this we can solve these two sum problems, and you can just submit this question after. I have already submitted, so I am not going to submit it. You can submit this question. So like this we are going to solve every question of this top interview question. First we are going to solve every easy question, then I will explain, then we are going to solve the medium questions. Okay, so like this we are going to solve every question, and if you have any doubt you can comment below, or you can just join my Telegram channel. The link of this Telegram channel will be given below. You can ask me questions here and I will reply here. So keep learning, keep growing. I will see you in the next video.